What's going on, guys? So many people have been asking, where are my reviews? Why haven't I been uploading as much content? But today is the first day I've had in about 2 weeks where I have the entire day to myself. So I'm going to be uploading like crazy. I may blow up your subscription boxes, but it's going to happen, so deal with it. But this movie, this live action film, I watched it last night. And it's been requested like super highly, but I've never had enough time to sit down and look at it until last night. But let me say that first off, don't go comparing this live action movie to the anime because you're going to be solely disappointed. I mean, like the basic, aspects or, principles are there, that there are titans outside the wall and there are humans inside the wall. But there are some characters missing, some brand new characters who I think are kind of awesome, and just more of an adult feel overall throughout this movie. And also, I was wondering why it ended where it did, because it ended like right when everyone found out that Eren was inside of that Titan that was fucking up other Titan. Because in the trailer, I saw him fighting the Armor Titan. I saw a few more things that was not in this movie. But there is a part 2 coming out on September 19th, I believe it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. So there is going to be another part to this live action movie, and I cannot wait. But this movie overall, let me say that the Titans in here are over the Titans in the anime. I mean, they look so much creepier, and I'm not sure what it is. I guess it's them biting into real people and actually seeing the blood and just ripping and hearing the bones crunching and everything. It seems way more adult and way more graphic than the actual anime. And also, there are a few differences with the Titans. Like, a lot of them like laugh and scream, which makes them even more creepy. And there's like some baby Titans, like legit straight up bumbling, falling over babies, which is very creepy. Like, babies are already weird, and making them a Titan and as big as a fucking elephant, and you've got yourself some horror shit right there. But as far as the differences in the characters, like, Mikasa was not a badass until after she supposedly died and popped up years later. And Eren, he started off kind of the same as he did in the anime, except he was kind of, I wouldn't say emo with it, but he was just like almost hopelessly lost. Like, he wanted to see outside of the wall, like he did in the anime. But this Eren just kind of seemed so depressed about it. Like, he almost didn't want to live without knowing what's out there. Like, there was this bomb like in the middle of the field or whatever, and he kept kicking it and saying, I hope this shit blows us up. And basically why Eren said that, he says that being born inside the wall and dying inside the wall, no one wants that, so you might as well kill me right now. That's the vibe I got from that. And of course, Mikasa's legendary quote, the world is cruel, is still present. I think some guy that's supposed to replace Levi, but he's no Levi. He seems kind of like an asshole, and he seems to be hitting on Mikasa. I'm not gonna lie, he's badass, but he kind of sets Eren up for failure. Like, the scene where Eren got chomped and his arm and leg, flew off, and when he helped Armin, that scene was still there, but it was because of this guy. He was like, Eren, go fight those Titans. And then when he saw Eren get jumped, he just bites into his apple and walks away. I kind of like his character, but he's a fucking asshole. And there are many, many differences. The only person that is like 100% straight up the same has to be Hanji. Hanji's fucking awesome. I love her. She's hilarious. And also Sasha, Miss Potato Girl. And when I say there are more adult themes in this, I mean there are more adult themes. Like, this one woman is talking to Eren, and she says that she's a single mother and whatnot, and she basically she literally takes her boob out and put Eren's hand on her tit and say, will you be my baby's father? And she is about to rape Eren right there. And then she gets snatched up by a Titan and eaten, which is kind of fucked up. So, if you're trying to get banged in this anime, you're going to get eaten. That's the vibe I got so far. And there, like I said, there are a lot of characters missing, but overall, I think it's a fucking amazing adaptation. I don't think it's based off of the anime. I think a better way to put it is that it's inspired by the anime, because there are so many differences. There are some improvements, and I think there also are some things that I wish would have stayed the same. Like, the relationship between Eren and Mikasa is kind of strange. It's something you have to get used to. And missing characters like Levi, the guy that saved Eren, I forgot his name. The guy that saved Eren and Mikasa in the very first episode. Hannes, that's his name, or Haynes, however you pronounce his name. I say Hannes because it looks. Anyway, The Titan designs are magnificent. They are like super creepy, and like I said, just them picking up real people opposed to animated people, and the animation was done well when they were eating them. Like you can actually see them like bite their heads off and rip it, and there was a scene where like multiple Titans, like there was two on each arm, well, one on each arm and one on each leg, and they like pulled this guy apart, and like his limbs went everywhere in blood. It's crazy. It's like really graphic, and it's way more creepy. Like you thought the Titans in the anime were creepy. This shit right here, no, you have not seen creepy yet. And the only Titan that I do not like is the Colossal Titan. I mean, he looks fucking badass, don't get me wrong, but when he was kicking the wall like in the first episode, he was like screaming and he sounded kind of stupid to me. And the other Titans laugh and they do different things that they did not do in the anime, which is fine. But the Colossal Titan, he was just sitting there screaming and kicking the wall for like at least 2 minutes. And after a while, he sounded really stupid. Like it was like, ah, my toe. This wall needs to hurry up and fucking come down so I can stop kicking this shit. But Eren and Armin's backstories are different. We really didn't get that much of a backstory on Mikasa. Like Eren's mother and father, they disappeared or died when he was young, and Armin, there was mention of his dad or something, I forgot, like some stuff we did not get in the anime, and nothing was really mentioned about Mikasa unless I missed it. But if Eren's dad was not present in his life, does that mean that he gave him the shot when he was a baby? If so, why is the Titan power just now coming? I mean, I don't know. It's really, really weird. And also, Eren's motives for getting revenge on the Titans are completely different. Like, we know that his mom was the big factor in the anime, but in this, at first, it was the death of Mikasa. Like, the death of Mikasa, like, we found out later that she didn't really die. So he went 2 years, you know, that training that they did in the anime, he went 2 years thinking that Mikasa was eaten by a Titan, and that's what fueled him. And then after he found out, his motive switched to, well, we're just in the walls, and they're out there, and they're keeping us here, so I want to kill them. Whereas, it just seems like his motives changing to kill the Titans isn't as impactful as him wanting to get revenge for his dead mother. You know, because that's his one driving force. Well, that was his one driving force originally in the anime. Whereas this, it was Mikasa. Now it's just because Titans are Titans. But like I said, this movie is fucking fantastic. Do not go comparing this to the anime. Do not expect to see the anime in movie form, because you will be disappointed if you accept this movie as like its own thing. And if you look at it as being inspired by the Attack on Titan anime rather than it being based off of it, it's a fucking great movie. It's fucking great to watch, and just seeing Eren go Titan mode and punching the head off of a Titan literally and it flying into a nearby building, seeing those creepy ass mofos literally bite into people. The Titans definitely steal the show for me, and like I said, the more adult theme and adult feel, and we really don't have, I mean, of course the anime where people getting eaten and, you know, people running for their lives and the death of humanity is like a big thing. Of course that's kind of adult, but this movie seems to capture more of an adult feel. It's just, I don't know, everything about it. And the 3D maneuver gear is still there. They don't have horses. They have like these tanks. Like, that was kind of odd. But like I said, it's inspired by the anime, not based off of it. But tell me what you guys think. Please watch this thing, because I cannot wait to see part 2. The Armored Titan looks awesome. I cannot wait to see that fight. I was kind of disappointed that it was not in this one, but how everything was paced, I think it was brilliantly paced, and I don't want them to rush anything. Hopefully we get up to Annie soon. But this movie was like the first 8 or 9 chapters, correct me if I'm wrong, so I'm assuming the next movie will be 2. So if we go by that, there could be like 3, maybe 4 movies, depending on how they space out the second one. But tell me what you guys think. This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.